Huge test with Memphis coming in here tomorrow night. I think Memphis is one of the very best teams in this conference, and to be quite honest, a team that was, it is basically in our minds a top 25 team that was ranked 10th in the country, and we know what kind of program and coaching staff and players they have, and coming off of 2 great wins, again, it's going to be a huge test for us.
Coach, you spoke on it, top 25 team in your eyes. Tough loss on Saturday. What kind of opportunity does this to present yourselves with the bounce back win?
Well, I can't use the word bounce back. We got our butt kicked by Rice in the second half, and credit to Rice with that. And so in terms of, I know this is just, we have a great team coming in here, and we have to play really well to give ourselves a chance. So I can't look at it like any kind of bounce back game. We got our butt kicked over the weekend, and we got to come in here and we got to play well to have a shot versus, again, what I believe is one of the best teams in the country and in this conference.
How hard is it at this point in the season to push through the grind?
No, the grind is what makes it great. I mean, I think our guys are excited to be in the mix right now. We're in the middle of the pack in terms of the conference and, seeding and things like that as you move forward, and a big game in Greenville with a great Memphis team coming in here. I think our guys are really excited about that. I think the grind is what everybody's going through in college basketball right now, late February, early March, but that's what you want. You want to be in those kind of games, and so I think our guys aren't thinking about it like that, but it is late in the season. There's been a lot of travel. I think every coach and every team would say that. But our guys are excited in terms of where we are right now.
And you touched on being in the middle of the pack. I can't remember one of the last times that we weren't in the very bottom. So that's got to motivate them and see where they've grown in the past few years.
Again, I'd give our guys credit and our coaching staff to be prepared game to game and keep working every day. We had a great practice this morning, a highly competitive practice, and I think all those things play into that. We've been able to have some success at times in conference play. We have such a long way to go, and there's so much more we have to and want to accomplish. But to be where we are going into this game tomorrow at 7-7, and again right in the middle of the pack, looking at seeding as we head towards Dickies Arena in Fort Worth, that's a positive.
When you look at the crowd for tomorrow night, it certainly is going to be a factor, and obviously you want it packed to the brim tomorrow night, but I'm sure you want these students here in full force.
We'd love to have it. We'd love to. I know they're giving away shirts, and to be quite honest, this is really kind of the last game that the students will be in session for, because it'll be, I think we'll be on spring break the next time we have a home game. So it would be great to have the lower bowl, the students completely packed out. We're going to hit campus right now and go around and kind of promote the game and hand out Chick-fil-A and do things like that with our players. And but you know what? I'd love to see what this building looks like with 8,000 people in it or 7,500 people. I think it'd be awesome to see it, and I hope we can get that tomorrow night. I think it'd really help our guys. Our guys would love it.
Coach, it kind of speaks for itself, but David Jones, he's the leading scorer in the conference. What kind of threat does he face?
Yeah, incredible threat on all 3 levels. He's a dynamic scorer, but obviously their team is so much more than just him. But he is an elite scorer. He's had a magnificent season, an all-conference type of season, and we know, again, what kind of test it's going to be for us to guard. No one player is going to be able to, guard him. That's a team effort. But again, Memphis is a complete basketball team.
And Coach, me and you spoke on it last week about how when you guys got those stops, the crowd got into it. How important is it to defensively get the crowd in to stop this offensive power?
Yeah, it's going to start in transition defense. This is a extremely fast team in transition. They score in transition, so we're going to have to set our defense quickly and not let them get out. And then it kind of flips to, on the offensive side, taking care of the basketball, because they're as good as anybody in the country at converting turnovers into points. So if we can be in a half-court defensive game and we have those longer possessions where our defense is good, that's a positive for us, because that's honestly where our strength is. Playing that other style, that's not really what our strength is, and we understand that our defense is where we have to hang our hat to have a shot.
And Coach, lastly, Cam Hayes has been shooting the ball pretty more efficiently down the stretch. How important is it for him to get going early versus Memphis?
Yeah, I don't want no pressure to get going early. I think you making shots is obviously a huge thing, a huge component. 3 of our last 4 games, we've shot it well. We didn't shoot it well the last game. But if Cam can get going, or anybody can get going early, it's a huge positive. But I just like the consistency that he's had in practice and in the games, and hopefully it pays off tomorrow night.